Bhagwan, we went to the forest grove to meditate, but we could not stay there. Strange shadows surrounded us, terrifying cries pierced our ears. It felt as though unseen beings wanted to harm us. We are afraid. How can we meditate in such a dreadful place? The Buddha looked at them with eyes full of calmness. He spoke softly, yet his words carried deep strength. My dear monks, fear does not come from the forest. Fear arises from within your own hearts. When the mind is filled with ignorance, shadows appear as demons. But when the mind is filled with compassion, even demons bow down. The monks listened in silence. Buddha then instructed, go back to the Karuna Bari. Sit beneath the trees. Close your eyes. Do not run from fear. Instead, send thoughts of kindness to every being, even to the spirits you think are haunting the grove. Repeat in your hearts, may all beings be free from suffering, may all beings find peace. Though still trembling, the monks obeyed the night of fear. The sun went down, and darkness swallowed the forest. The monks sat together, chanting softly. The wind howled, trees creaked, and suddenly, the horrors began. From the shadows, ghostly figures emerged, some with twisted faces, some with hollow eyes, some with tongues hanging long and dreadful. Their bodies were half burnt, half transparent, as if trapped between two worlds. The monks felt their bodies shiver. One of them whispered, they are here, the cursed spirits. Another covered his face, too afraid to look. The ghosts roared, wailed, and circled around the monks. One spirit screeched, you dare to enter our forest? You dare to disturb our sorrow? The monks almost fled, but then they remembered the words of the Buddha. Where compassion lives, fear cannot stay. They closed their eyes again and began to chant in their hearts. May these beings be free from pain. May they be happy. May they be at peace. Something strange happened. The terrifying figures stopped moving. Their wails grew softer. Instead of rage, their cries turned into sobs. One by one, they fell to the ground, not with violence but with grief. A spirit with fire still burning on its chest whispered, for centuries we have wandered here, cursed by our past deeds, trapped in endless suffering. No one has ever looked at us with kindness. They only feared us, hated us, or cursed us. But tonight, you sent compassion. For the first time, our pain feels lighter. Another ghost with hollow eyes shed tears, saying, your compassion is like cool rain falling on burning skin. We were bound by darkness, but your kindness gives us hope. And then, in that dreadful forest, something miraculous occurred. The horrifying faces slowly changed. Their monstrous shapes melted away. From their wounds came streams of light. The spirits, once cursed, now shone with gentle radiance. One after another, they rose upward not as demons, but as souls freed from suffering. The forest that once echoed with screams now echoed with silence, a calm, peaceful silence. The next morning, at dawn, when the monks returned, their faces were no longer pale. Their eyes glowed with serenity. They bowed before the Buddha and told him everything. The Buddha listened and then said, you see, my children, anger cannot be overcome by anger. Fear cannot be conquered by fear. Darkness cannot drive out darkness. Only compassion has the power to transform. The forest you once called haunted is now blessed because compassion touched it. The monks bowed deeply. They understood that the most powerful weapon in the world was not sword, not fire, not fear, but compassion. The moral of Karuna Bari. This story teaches us that fear is born in our own hearts, and so is courage. Even the most terrifying beings, ghosts, demons, or enemies, are at their core just beings suffering in pain. When we respond with compassion, we heal not only others but also ourselves. Compassion is stronger than terror, and love is greater than fear. Closing reflection, for narration. So remember, whenever you face darkness in life, do not fight it with more darkness. Instead, shine the light of compassion. Just as the monks transformed the haunted Karuna Bari into a sacred forest of peace, you too can transform your fears, your enemies, and even your own inner demons, with the power of compassion.